From WREG in Memphis, this is News Channel 3 at noon.
Breaking news is first at noon as a trial date has officially been set for Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty and 8 others accused of robbing rapper Gucci Mane and 2 others in Texas. Thank you for choosing your news leader here at noon. I'm Zanetta Lowe.
I'm Todd Demers. Now, Pooh Shiesty, whose real name is Lontrell Williams Jr., will now face trial later this summer on July 6th. The rapper, along with his father and 7 others, were arrested earlier this year and being charged in connection to a robbery at a Dallas music studio back in January.
Authorities allege the rapper pulled an AK-style weapon on the victim, forcing him to sign a release from a recording contract, while the other suspects allegedly robbed the remaining victims. Pooh Shiesty remains in custody in Texas ahead of the trial.
Tipton County preschool teacher is accused of assaulting a nonverbal child this afternoon. Catherine Turnbow was arrested and charged with assault this week following a complaint by a school resource officer at Austin P. Elementary. Turnbow currently out of jail on a $5,000 bond and is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow morning.
2 people were hospitalized this morning after a 2-vehicle accident involving a school bus in Parkway Village. Police say this happened around 8 this morning on South Perkins and Knight Arnold. We reached out to MSCS to determine if the school bus involved belonged to the district, but we're still waiting on a response. As always, we'll keep you updated when we learn more.
And the search continues this afternoon for a Memphis 13-year-old who has now been missing for 5 days. Memphis police say that Soraya Marrero was last seen leaving her home in southeast Memphis without permission on Saturday and has yet to return. The teen's grandmother is telling us that Soraya has never run away from home before and that they fear she is with an adult male. If you see her, you are asked to call and contact police immediately.
New information this afternoon on a fire that destroyed a North Mississippi family's home yesterday evening. Fire officials say they responded to a home on Jennifer Lane in Olive Branch around 6 last night. Heavy flames and smoke could be seen coming from the home. We're told all occupants were luckily out of the house before firefighters arrived and that no injuries were reported. Fire officials say the cause of the fire appears to be electrical at this time.
Don't put away the umbrella just yet. I know we had quite a bit of rain yesterday afternoon, last night, and even this morning, and things have quieted, if not calmed down considerably across the area. But when it comes to Storm Tracker 3S, there is more rain on the way throughout the course of the afternoon and evening. The good news is it's not expected to be severe. We're talking showers and maybe an isolated thunder shower, and that's what we're seeing right now across West Tennessee and northern portions of Mississippi. Most of the Memphis and the metro area, we do have some light scattered showers trying to move into the area. But the heaviest of the rain that I've been able to find so far has been making its way out of northern Mississippi and into southwestern portions of Tennessee. I see one area heading towards Grand Junction, Williston, as well as towards the Middleburg area. And then we have this other area of heavier rainfall that's going to be making its way through Whiteville, Hillville, Hatchie, and Woodland all in about the next 10 to 15 minutes as well. Now, again, all what I said was it was heavy. I didn't say it was severe. We really don't have severe weather in the forecast. What we do have, cloudy skies, light rain, north winds, and temperatures that have kind of dropped dramatically. We're holding in the low and mid 70s, and we should be in the upper 70s for highs, mainly courtesy of those northerly winds. Now, remember, we still have rain chances right now, but the rain chances are not going to be as great as they were yesterday across the area. But mainly West Tennessee and northern Mississippi as you're watching the clock throughout the afternoon and evening. I said, don't put away that umbrella just quite yet because the rain chances do indeed continue. Overnight lows mainly in the upper 60s, and the wet weather pattern will continue for the remainder of the week. Much more in your forecast with the 7-day in just a moment.
Today in Washington, President Trump is taking a victory lap this morning after a string of primary wins of candidates he backed. President Trump celebrated Tuesday night primary wins where his hand-picked candidates defeated GOP incumbents, including former Navy SEAL Ed Galeran's victory over Congressman Thomas Massie in Kentucky. Massie frequently criticized President Trump on issues including the Jeffrey Epstein probe and the war in Iran.
I want to thank President Trump for his support, his endorsement.
There is a yearning in this country for somebody who will vote for principles over party.
Tuesday night's results further solidify President Trump's hold over the Republican base in several states.
And meanwhile, a little closer to home, 2 buses have made their way from Memphis to Jackson, Mississippi for a voting rights rally. Those behind the trip say it's all in response to the redrawing of the congressional maps. Memphians loaded buses at First Baptist Broad Church this morning, saying they're fighting back against the latest efforts to silence their voices.
My grandfather was one of the first 1,300 strikers that marched with Dr. King. I was born in Memphis in 1963, and Memphis has the power. The South does not rise until Memphis gets sick and tired.
Those buses will be returning this evening at 7. Our Braille Brown will have much more on their fight coming up this afternoon on the news at 4.
Turning to Money Matters this noon, business owners in Nashville are already anticipating 2030 after NFL owners voted unanimously this week to host Super Bowl 64 in Tennessee. Some say the economic impact could be unlike anything the Music City has ever seen before, with a payoff that lasts well beyond one weekend. Liz DeSantis explains.
It's an historic day in Nashville, and we can't wait to welcome everyone to Super Bowl 64 in 2030.
Nashville has seen major sports moments before. The Predators' Stanley Cup run in 2017 generated an estimated $50 million for the local economy. And the 2019 NFL Draft brought in more than 600,000 visitors and an estimated $224 million. But local business owners say the Super Bowl 2030 could dwarf them all.
Financially, it will, beyond the shadow of a doubt, be the biggest event that this city has ever seen.
Hotels like Omni already getting calls for requests for rooms. Bars and restaurants anticipating massive demand.
I think our revenues are I would say that we're going to be 3 to 4x what a normal busy night would be.
Jonathan Scott operates several bars on Broadway, including Kid Rock's and Tootsie's. He says those sales boosts likely won't last just one night.
We're going to see that residual for at least 3 to 5 nights. It's going to be great.
By 2030, Nashville is projected to have more than 80,000 hotel rooms across the metro area as tourism leaders continue preparing for events of this scale.
That all of the folks that come to Nashville to see the Super Bowl that have never been here, they're going to find it such a warm and welcoming destination that they're going to go back and tell their significant other, oh, honey, I had the best time in Nashville.
Business owners say the long-term tourism boost could be just as valuable as the immediate economic payoff.
Once you become a Super Bowl city, it's something that you can be proud of. You're recognized by the bigger community as a place that can hold a huge, large event.
The teams will face off in the Tennessee Titans' new Nissan Stadium, which is set to be complete next February.
Okay, closer to home, back here in the Bluff City, the Memphis International Airport busy getting ready for the upcoming Memorial Day travel weekend. TSA experts say more than 52,000 people are expected to pass through the checkpoints at the airport between tomorrow and Monday. They say the busiest travel days are expected to be Thursday and Friday, with some 10,000 people passing through the checkpoint alone. Now, to avoid delays, as always, the airport recommends arriving at least 2 hours early and monitoring your airline, especially on those little apps on your phone, directly for changes.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. All right, before we head to break, don't forget about our daily noon poll where we let you decide how we end our show. So today, do you want to know more about the popular TV series getting a spinoff, or the new drink Sonic is launching for the summer? To vote, scan that QR code on your screen, pick which story interests you the most, and we'll share the winner at the end of our show. We're coming right back. Stay with us.